What brought you here today?
Nothing in particular. I just thought I'd see what you had to say.
Okay, cool. What did you think of the last session, or what's happened since then?
What's happened since I quit my job right after I met you?
Oh, really? Okay.
Last month.
Okay.
I ended my job the first week or the end of April.
Okay.
So it was like right around that time.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the only new thing. Just tons of.
Was that a good move?
I think so.
Have you found something else since?
No.
Oh.
I'm taking the summer off.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's why I said new adventure, why not?
Yeah, good for you. That's so cool. Oh, cool. I just got shown, it looks like grass blades just grew all around you.
Really?
So I feel like you're really growing right now.
I'm trying, and Felicia helped me earlier kind of get rid of some of my emotional stuff.
Okay.
My fears of being on this new adventure. So now I'm even more ready for it.
Yay. Okay. Yeah. So what was like a breakthrough that you had? And maybe we'll build on top of that.
For the fears? Mm-hmm. It was feeling like I don't contribute now because I'm not working.
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff.
Okay. So were there any like epiphanies, like, oh, okay, like ahas?
Not really.
Okay.
Because it made me really think about it, so there was nothing that really stood out.
Okay, so let me just see what's in your field.
Okay.
What is that? I'm seeing what looks like a hole in your subconscious mind up really high, and I know that I often describe to people that the higher self is kind of like there's a hole up here in the higher self. So I was trying to bring this information down so the wider we can make the hole, the better.
Okay.
The way that we do that is to quiet our minds, keep all the busy stuff out.
Okay.
And do you know what I mean? My busy stuff, all the worrying and the thinking.
Okay.
And like you said, I'm not contributing and I can't this and what am I going to do for a job and all that kind of stuff. That's busy. And it kind of clogs up this area where there's this channeled information trying to come through, guiding you, saying, here's the perfect job. Here's the perfect thing. Here's this. That's like so clear and easy to understand and inspires you and makes you excited like you feel right now. Like you are being guided.
Yeah.
And that seems wide open, but I'm looking up at this and there's like a little hole. So maybe it's just, let me just confirm and ask if this is why it's coming, is so that you broaden the hole. That kind of makes sense?
Okay.
Yes. So how can she broaden the hole? Oh, okay. That was kind of cool. They kind of showed like a hole like this and then just totally dissolving and the whole thing is a hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So to merge with your true beingness.
Okay.
To be more at peace with the unknowing.
That makes sense. I need to work on that.
Okay.
I don't like the change, and it's an adjustment.
It feels like emotionally you're going like this. So you're going along. It's like life. It's almost like life is trying to balance out within you, and it's trying to come to a harmony. And in the meantime, it's kind of like there's a big wave like this happening, but it's trying to get less and less and less. But the more that you attach to the wave and how it's going, it's keeping it kind of more rocky.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I need to help it level out.
If you kind of take your hands off of the wave and try not to touch it, it's going to make it settle down a lot faster.
Okay.
You're contributing to the wave being bigger by...
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, by trying to control it, you're contributing to the turbulence of the water.
Because I'm trying to control it. Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And you're telling it to go down right about when it's about to go up, and it's causing more disturbance because it's...
Instead of letting it. Okay.
And so you just need to see it all in... as being that it's working itself out, and just kind of go, okay, it's all working out.
The saying, fly by the seat of my pants or whatever.
Yeah.
I need to do that instead of say it.
And trust and know that this universe is completely and totally in support of you and absolutely abundant in every way.
Okay.
So whatever thought waves you put out there, it's going to like go, yes, I'm going right there.
Okay.
So whether it's, I'm not contributing, then it's going, okay, yeah, you're not contributing. We'll show you even more not contributing. So, but don't worry about that. Just stay focused on what you're wanting to create, the feeling tone that you're wanting to create.
Okay.
So you're in. Think of something. Well, actually, what I would advise right now, if I had your kind of time and I thought, okay, I'm just going to totally take some time off right now, what I would do is be watching some inspirational things on YouTube.
Okay.
I'd be trying to fill my mind with good, positive things. I'd be reading books that inspire you.
Okay.
I'd be out in nature.
I'm trying to do a lot of yard work, but I need to get it done, so it's not as enjoyable as I would like.
Don't worry about the enjoyment of it, as long as you stay in the moment.
Okay.
So if you're thinking, like, if you're digging a hole, try to be present with the hole. Try to be present with what you're doing. And okay, I'm digging a hole right now, and just instead of thinking, what am I going to make for dinner? What am I going to do about this issue? What am I going to do about that issue? Don't mix the energies. If you're digging a hole, dig a hole.
I think a lot of it is I need to do this outside, I need to get this done, and then I need to go to this, because we're remodeling and painting on top of everything.
So here's how to make it really simple. Moment to moment, you've got, let's look at all these. Okay, so you've got all these choices on what you can do at any given moment. You can make dinner, you can plant the plant in the backyard, you can, do any number of these different choices, right? So,
yeah.
But if you consciously stop for a moment and you ask yourself, what is the thing I'm most interested in doing right now? Not that I feel I have to get done, but what is it I feel like doing? And it might not even be any of these. You might decide, I want to make a phone call.
Yeah.
I mean, how often does that happen when you go thinking, I better make dinner, and then you go, you know what, though, I actually need to,
go do something else, yeah.
If you start to train yourself this way, your intuition can guide you better because you stop to listen.
That would be interesting, because when I went to clean the basement, it was almost like, well, I should go do all this. And it was like an instant, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it wasn't even on the list. It came out of nowhere.
Perfect.
So maybe I just need to pay more attention.
Yes.
Okay.
So just pause before you can train yourself to do this all the time.
Okay.
So in a sense, in a deeper way, you know what it's like? God, what would you like me to do next?
Okay.
Because what you are aligning yourself with is your higher self, and you're saying, what do you want to do together? Because that's what's going to give you joy. That's what's going to make you happy. And that's how your intuition is going to lead you to what's going to make you happy. And it's going to bring you down this trail that's ultimately going to lead to your dreams coming true. As long as you're staying in joy and enjoyment, in awe even of the way things start to line up for you magically and synchronistically, and in a way that you could never have anticipated coincidentally, then you'll just get more and more excited and keep following. Oh yeah, well, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, pretty soon you're going down this trail, and you've trained yourself to check in continuously.
Okay.
And then that way you're also, when you check in, your mind is quiet.
Yeah.
You're not overthinking things.
I have a problem with that.
So just practice with that a bit.
Okay.
Just practice, say you're out gardening and you're like, and it's really cool because you'll catch, if you really see and you're working on this plant here, if you're actually paying attention to the plant is going to feel love from you. And you'll see a little flaw going on with the leaf, and you'll pay attention to it and be like, oh, hi, sweetie, I guess you need some help here. And then you can tend to it. Whereas if you've ever been like thinking about a problem or whatever, you're just kind of rough with the plant a bit, and you're just kind of like going like this, and then a while goes by and you're like, geez, I didn't even pay any attention. I didn't even notice that was even going on, And you feel kind of bad. So it's like you're merging with life all around you, and it's you and you're it. And there's this really neat thing that's going on with this illusion of life, where it's all love, and it's all kind of playing together, and it's all kind of flowing beautifully. If you just quiet your mind, you can hear like almost a song playing in the background. You can hear like this you can like sense that the grass is growing.
Okay.
The birds are chirping in support of you, and they're cheering you on, and the sun sees you down there working on the plant, and it just feels like it's all love.
Okay.
It's all support.
Okay.
And then you'll just know, I am supported. I'm totally so. You can even say that to yourself. I'm so supported. I feel so loved.
Okay.
And then when you can quiet your mind like that, then this guidance is able to come down and direct you more directly.
Okay. Because I've noticed like some of the plants, certain weird things that I wouldn't pay attention to have caught my eye. Because I've been doing lots of like demo, trying to get rid of stuff and clean stuff up to look nice. So when we go to sell the house, it's beautiful. And then I've noticed more than I probably ever paid attention to certain plants.
Okay, awesome.
But maybe not as intense, but I'll definitely focus on that.
Let's say you're looking to get a job. You're thinking of, okay, so that might be, something that you might look into in the future. Here's how it will happen, though. You've trained yourself to follow the trail, follow the trail, follow the trail. I think I want to look on the internet and see, what if there's like a secretarial job that I would really love around here? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
The difference between that and, oh my gosh, I got to get a job. What am I going to do? Oh my gosh.
The panic,
Yeah.
I think that's what makes me nervous, and that's some like the fear I was having is the what ifs.
Yes. So when you quiet your mind, you're also going to get rid of the what ifs.
Okay.
Because ultimately you're deciding life is good.
Okay.
And so just train your mind to follow the joy, and then that job will come through that. Or you'll be at somebody's house having a fun time, and they'll have an Aunt Susan that stops by and says, what do you do anyway? Oh, I do such and such. Oh, well, did you know that so-and-so is hiring right now? And you totally didn't even have to look for a job. You didn't even have to do anything but go to a good friend's house.
Yeah.
Who you were really enjoying the conversation anyway, and then here comes the job in your lap.
That would be awesome, because ideally that's how I want, because then if somebody guides you to it, I don't know, there's just better chance of it being a good job that you'll enjoy. And
Sure, totally.
Or I should say a career, not a job.
Yeah.
It won't be just another job.
Okay, good. You could even have fun with that. You can say, what kind of career do I want? But be excited about it.
Okay.
What kind of career? I have a blog on my website that talks about how to like the things you don't like. That would be a good one, yeah.
Okay.
Because you can train yourself to enjoy and love everything about your life, even the icky stuff.
Okay. I think that'll definitely help.
If you make it enjoyable, so you can be like, oh my gosh, what kind of career could it be if I could do anything I want? Let's just write down all the things, like who are the friends that talk about their jobs that I feel jealous of?
Okay.
Who does the, just play with it. Take out a piece of paper and think of all the exciting things that you could do. Even, let your ego get in there and go, okay, what could I do that everybody would be like, wow, I can't believe you're doing that. That's incredible, kind of thing.
Okay.
So just have fun with it and let your heart just pour out onto this paper and just feel all this enjoyment, because it's your vibration that's going out there that's going to be attracting all this anyway.
Okay.
It's like the heart song goes out and the higher self and you are just having this incredible dance.
Okay.
Okay, so do you have a question about that, or should I just keep scanning?
You can keep scanning.
Okay. A little bit of toxicity on this side, feminine side.
Could it be a coworker? Old coworker?
An old coworker who is, tell me more about that and I'll see what happens with the energy when you say it.
The reason I wanted to leave my job?
Was an old coworker. Okay.
Other than that, I would have never left. I loved the job.
Tell me what was going on with her.
She was an office manager, very controlling. It had to be her way. If it wasn't her doing it, you might as well not do it.
This is so funny. This is why this was coming up. I didn't want to say it. It felt like a toxic tampon. Is what it felt like. I was like, tampon. And then as you said that, I felt like she was damming it up.
It makes sense, because that's how I felt. Okay. I felt like she completely blocked it. I felt like I wasn't confident anymore.
And she blocked your femininity.
She blocked everything.
I mean, that's what that's all about, is your femininity, your power as a woman. And she was like, no. In fact, it feels like she was very masculine. Feels like she was very in control, concise, manipulative, could get what she wants.
Yep.
She was like a powerhouse. So you questioned yourself and doubted yourself and thought you were doing everything wrong. And
Yep.
okay, so all right, so let's see what we can find out about this. You were the powerhouse and didn't know it.
That would be amazing.
If you'd have asserted yourself, she would have shrunken down.
I wish I could have done that.
You were willing to play that role of, oh my, I'm the victim. You were willing to play that role, so she gladly took it on and became more powerful from it. But what they're saying is to keep in mind for the future job is that you are the powerful one, but you're powerful in love. You're not power tripping.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Okay.
If you just stay centered within yourself and take pride in the work that you're doing, and you do it diligently and with integrity like you do, you are going to radiate out this light.
Okay.
And it's going to attract people, attract the good customers, attract the money, attract all of these things that a business needs to grow and succeed. You've got. How much more power can you have?
Yeah.
Because she's manipulating to get all that, and that's mucky water.
Yeah.
And yes, she may be able to bring money in and whatnot, but there's so many things that can go wrong with somebody who's manipulating and power tripping.
Yeah.
Losing somebody valuable like you.
Well, and she lost 2 front desk.
Yeah.
The other one had another reason, but she was going to quit
So it's
regardless.
like the company's getting something, they're getting something from her, but they're losing a lot too.
Yeah.
So, know your power.
Okay.
Go in with confidence into your next situation. Don't let her follow you into your next situation. Know that you've left that behind, and she was only there to show you your power.
That makes sense, yeah.
She was to demonstrate for you how you can be in your power in a good way.
Okay.
So you're going to be her at your next job, only good.
Yeah.
You're going to be the one walking in the room with the clipboard or whatever and say, here's what we need to accomplish today, everybody. You're going to pull everybody together as a team. You're going to be like, okay, let's all get on the same page here and feel excited about this project we're working on.
Yeah.
Way different energy. Just as powerful. Just as influential.
Yeah. She was very much dividing, no teamwork.
Yes.
I wasn't allowed to help the girls in the back. I couldn't even clean the bathroom without getting dirty looks to help the girls.
Okay, and all of that was worth it to show you your power, is what they're saying.
Interesting.
That's why you were put through the whole situation. Because you're being called to another, after this sabbatical you're taking, you are going to be called to this really great place. And you're going to feel powerful. It's going to feel great. And remember her. It'll be kind of a good little gut check sometimes if you feel like you're being like her. You can remember, because sometimes our egos do kind of trick us into thinking that that's the right way to be.
Yeah.
I got to be that way for business. I got to be that way to get things done. I got to, and it's just not true.
Yeah.
So, okay. And it's just not true.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay, so let me clear the energy of that if there's anything left. Okay. Tampon floated up to my hand.
I know.
Forgot what that was that started the whole thing.
I know. I'm going to have to go tell my mom that. That is...
That was pretty funny. Can you see why I didn't say anything? I was like, And then when you started describing her, I thought, okay.
It makes sense. I would have never described it that way, but it fits.
The spirit does what they need to make the point, to show, I see some crazy things sometimes.
After that, I can imagine. My mind is blown.
Okay, so do you have a final question? Any clarifying question or anything?
No, I think my one big question was what I was nervous about last time was my dog, but I'm good on that. We touched on that one.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So no, I'm good.
Great.